Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me. Welcome new subscribers, either here on YouTube or on my website. FYI, if you are a new subscriber on my website, be sure to check your email that you signed up with for a verification email, because I've had a couple new subscribers, but your email is not verified. So when I make new posts or I update something, it's not it won't send to you because it's not confirmed. Okay, so your confirmation is your permission for me to automatically email you when stuff go out on my website. And I did make a new post today. I'm not going to talk about it too much here. That's not something I really want for YouTube, but it is on my website and it does coincide with the topic that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, I will also link the blog post below in the comments so you can access it easily, but the easiest way to get all the updates is just to subscribe and confirm your email. Okay, all right, great. So today, as you all know, is Easter. And yes, I touched on it being a ritual, a recognition to Goddess Ishtar, the goddess of fertility and rebirth and war and power. I kind of touched on it, but I didn't dive too much into it. But Easter for me, always, because growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, we of course never celebrated Easter, but I always had my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own rituals behind it, the things that I always connected with it. And usually we would celebrate the memorial of Jesus' death right before Easter. So while everyone's getting ready to celebrate the resurrection, we were only celebrating the death of Jesus. And then like a week later, we would have a special talk, right? Usually around a current event. And we would have a campaign and we would like hit the streets hard. We would be door to door, or we would have street witnessing or something of that nature, and just get out and really talk to the people. But for me, I always felt like it was a revigoration of new energy, because it was so much different things, but it was halfway for the Jehovah's Witness calendar, right? Because they start their calendar in August for like their field service counting of their time and stuff. I don't really know how to explain it to y'all, but it starts in August, right? The service year, or it ends in August and it starts in September, right? So their service year is what it's called. And around this time was always like the halfway mark. So we would like really be hitting it, try to get publications out, get body counts to the meeting, stuff like that. And I always liked this spring because it always made me feel like revigorated, right? Growing up in Miami, we didn't have too much of a spring season. It went from winter to summer, and in summer, from there we had Hades, and then from there we cooled down to autumn. Okay, like there was no real springtime. You had the gnats around, the mugginess, the humidity, but the colors are always so much more vibrant and people are always like in a good mood, right? So whenever Easter came around in school, my alternative project, I would always draw pictures of the springtime, of flowers, right? Tulips happen to be my favorite flower, so I would always draw pictures of that. Walking in field service, I would always be able to see the fruits on the trees, right? I know that they were coming into season, like, and it just had a new crisp, fresh air feeling. So I still have that nostalgia, although because I've grown from my childlike ways, my innocence of naivety, of being naive, of being ignorant, right? As I've grown, I've learned that I can harness and pull in on these energies that I'm feeling. I was naturally intuitively feeling these things, and now I know why, so I can really harness and work with these energies and really build upon what it is that I've already always known. Okay, so today when I woke up, I just had the new feeling, new energy in my mind, and I was like, you know what, let me grab my book and see if there's anything for today, if anything outside of Goddess Ishtar that we can do, like for revigoration. And when I say we, I mean me, myself, my spirit team, right? I sometimes speak in the plural because there's so much encompassing energy, but my higher self and I was like, let me see if there's something that I can do to help bring in this new energy, right? Recently I had sent off, bay leaf wishes for new energy, revigoration, kind of stifling off, shaking off that old Piscean laid back energy, right? Closing up that cycle. And I was like, I want something new. I want to plant these seeds, right? So they can come into bloom through the spring and the summer, right? So I woke up and I grabbed my book and I opened to the page that was for today, for April the 4th. And I was like, oh, snap, spirit. Okay, we in tune, we in sync. I get it. I know why you let me here. I like it. I like it when your girl be in tune. I like that stuff. So I opened it and it was a celebration of Magna Martyr. I was going to call her by her goddess Roman name, but by Magna Martyr. And just reading up on her, I was like, wow, okay, this is amazing. And I've had my book, my grimoire, for a while. I just never really saw this page, or really was paying attention to it, or maybe it went to the back of my mind and I forgot about it, right? Because I've read it through thoroughly, so of course I've seen the information before. But looking through, I was like, man, this is amazing. Like, this is an amazing, simple ritual. And yes, I know that I said it was a Roman god, and when we know about the information from the Romans, we always don't want to tap into it, right? Especially people who look like me, my Melanite brothers and sisters. It's okay. Information is information, right? There's good and the bad of everything. So if you know the energy of Easter, right, and the energy of the gods and the goddesses that's surrounding it, why not tap into it and use it for your own benefit? Not saying that you have to feed these other things, but it's feeding you, right? It makes the energy very real. Even though January 1st is not New Year, the collective has accepted it as the new year and they're celebrating it. So why not tap into that energy, right? Use it. Use it for you, because either way you look at it, the energy is heightened. So today is a good day to plant that seed of revigoration and a renewal for you. I did sit down during listening to my favorite gospel album, which is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. All right, when that album came out when I was 13, like, I was going through so much in my life. We were moving, we were transitioning. I was moving to a place I really didn't want to move to. But sitting down and reading her lyrics, because back in the day when they released the physical album on the CD, there was a little paper insert, and sometimes if the artist really loved their fans, they would print out the lyrics to the songs. They would say who wrote on it, who produced it. It was amazing. And I still have a picture of me reading the insert of The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, sitting on the floor of my old room, getting ready to move to this new house. And, I remember so many things. But yeah, that's my favorite gospel album, y'all. So listening to The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I was like, let's reach out to my wealthy family. This ritual that I saw today is something beautiful that they can also use to renew and revigorate your cells, right? This is kind of the first time that I really exposed and let this side of me out. But is there on my website, and I know that if I found it beneficial and if I opened to the page, that was a message from Spirit saying, yes, you can go ahead, you can share with others, put your time into it, put your heart into it, put your soul into it, and allow people to know that Jesus is not the one that needs resurrection, but it's us. We need to resurrect our beautiful golden God or goddess energy. We need to move with the renewal of the energies that is out today, right? So the ritual is something very simple. Visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. I give you a little Cliff Note version of the history and the things that you'll need. And of course, just go into it with an open mind, an open heart, an open soul, and allow yourself to be inspired and to renew your power. Okay? All right, wealthy family, that's all that I have for you all today, right? Here's your feel-good message. I know Friday I came out was kind of like, but we switching it up. I didn't live in that space. Like, sometimes you got to let stuff off your chest and keep moving from there. I'm feeling good. I got my amber on, right? And just out here chilling, soaking up that good air, the good sun, the good energy, and ready to move on, shake off the things that have been holding us back, and move on and move forward with purpose for me and no one else. I got to move forward with my purpose for what it is that I have to do. All right, wealthy family, that is all. And until we connect again, which will be tomorrow for Mindset Monday, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.